Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment, then I play one round of my game and then I decide what I work on today. Starting takes a bit. One command in the terminal, wait again. A few lines to appear so I know it's ready. Did I not commit last time? I remember some value I did not use. Okay. Okay. Wait, one more line. Here. Now it should be ready. It runs in the browser. Localhost for me. I have to start fresh. I'm the guy in the middle. I can play what I want today. So I will be tower builder 2. The sides are enemies. If I come close to them, they attack me. Above my head is my HP. It reaches 0, I die. If I die, I get a high score based on how far away from the middle I died. The goal is to get as far away as possible. I get stronger than I kill, enemies get stronger the way I am from the middle. So now I try to not die. Try to get as fast as possible. Or even win. Normally I run against small enemies, I think this is the difference. Tower builder, the start is easy, it's more difficult further down. I probably, what? Maybe I am already dead. Boss, I take another bonus HP. Towers 5. Take ISR 2, 3. What's this? 5. Okay, this seems to be 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I'm on ice again. Okay. Take this for now. Strong enough, it seems. And is already through it. Perfect. Start. High towers, HP. 1 to go. 2. This. Okay. more HP racks, some more line damage. It's already... I think I should increase the size again. They reach not too far. More. Okay. Okay. Oh, they are close. Okay. Move speed more. Four seconds I wait here for the boss. A tower. Tower. And that's good enough. It's single target first. I can run in. Try a different tower. Okay, that's it. Oh, I hope. Put him through the middle as best as I can. And this should be it. Perfect. 1.3 million DPS. Let's take it. Copy last replay. Test run. Long builder. Next on the task list is increase version. Somewhere here. 19. 19? Just let me check. Can I see it somewhere? I don't think so. I'm 19. Okay. Still on the correct one. I have this was 1 round. I can check my damage meter. Tower line did 22%. The target is what's expected. Tower line was doing the most. Ice aura was 50%. Okay. Expected. Can I see some values? Sword, fire circle. Damage stun log. I don't see single target in here. Interesting. Basically a bug, I would expect it in here. Minor change. Let's make bug tower builder. Single target damage missing. Not in damage meter, in combat log. In damage meter it was, interestingly. I have single target here. Tower line is also missing. Tower builder, combat log. Turn missing. Tower line missing. Okay. But now I need to check if my replay still work. Let's only activate the newest ones. I have so the short sniper builder, these two. Then first start the console so I can see test replace. Sniper did fail. Today it succeeded, interestingly. But it's different. This is bad. If it's luck dependent, if it works or not. So stop. Both replays worked. This sniper replay didn't work yesterday, but I'm sure it was the same. It's for 317. Let's verify, but I'm sure it's the correct data. Kill counter 62. So it was correct, it was failing. It was not the first. Let's try to reorder it. So I don't make sniper the first, but order it back where it was. So I watch the short ones first. Now I'm interested. Do I not save the it looks like it's working. Now I'm confused. It definitely didn't succeed yesterday. This basically means to me that there is some thing not set up correctly in the replay. The map modifiers should all be part of the one, I guess. Do I have map modifier? I have them here. So they have values. They spawn at the same location. Let's ignore for now. I have some modifiers in here. They should not be able to. Or do I only load one? I did not care for two yet. But then it should always fail. They have to be set up to work. I don't know. Let's make new test run. Let's commit. This is fine. This is something I should not commit yet. What else is down here? Okay. Take this out. Main is a version. Game task is commit. Let's go back to tasks. I cannot reproduce this bug, so I have to consider it not important or cannot figure it out yet. So maybe I will get it later again. But check, this is also check different modifier spawn different locations. Change cheat close. So, okay, now I want my FPS change. This was not as simple as I thought. The value I added might not be enough. Let's see, multiplayer uses also more values, but I need the game. Game. Somewhere in here should be the game. Oh, this game state. Seems not the best word to search for. I make probably a type. Do I have FPS? I don't care for frames per second here. Let's make some. How should I call it? Tick time. Tick interval. This is all timing settings. And tick time I remember. Should tick time, did I use it? Is it for should tick time? So I already have a value I base. Okay, I want to structure it. I have tick settings, not tick game speed settings, something like this. Let's call it like this. I have like these values. I moved them a bit. Would have desired FPS. I think. Max frames per second. This is desired UPS, update per second. Only on update I need so only on updates I need to paint. So the desired should be 1660, which is fine. desired updates per second, minimal frames per second before using updates per second. These two values, so this will be 60. This will be want to set to 30. This has to be 60 because the game is built around it. Everything else will be a slowdown. We'll have a should tick time, which tells me this is should tick time enough to determine I should skip a frame. Should skip one paint cycle. So if I'm behind, I could skip one paint, and can I determine how many frames I skipped? I don't think so. I'm only allowed to skip one. This number could be, let's say, set it to 59. Okay, I have a number where I know when I need to tick, which I can decide if I am behind. If I skip one frame, I should skip paints. But I need, this is not good enough. This gives me an indication like I did it once. And then I could do full values like 60 to 30 would be good enough, but I need some easy way to determine I am behind. Can I still skip? Think for some logic. Let's do it. I tick once. Have a loop. I tick and paint in there. I should my how should I call it? Should tick time is plus equals desired update per seconds. If like should tick time equals performance now, this is why what it starts. I have desired updates per seconds. 1000 divided by this is correct. This is my 16. Tick time. Now I do paint. Then I do and I have a now this is let's make it simple. I make a while. I do this, and then I do a sleep. By remaining time like this. And now if I come to the tick, start time, with the tick time. It's more like if should tick time is undefined, I take it. This would give it, set it to its initial value. This is the first time I tick. Then I need to check if tick time is bigger, smaller performance now. Is it maybe tick again? Something like this. But then I need then I need to add again the timing. And this is more like a loop. Is it? This check is maybe needs more ticks or needs to catch up. And this value is should catch up, maybe. Should catch up. Tick. I have to think for a second. I have a minor problem. I think the tick interval is not used. Really. It's what advances the time. And I have 16, so I have 62 FPS, but if I change it, that my tick interval is calculated by this value, and I can have 16.6 and go to 60, and this reduces my ticks by 5% or so. Don't know if this is a good idea. 3% or so. Maybe I will do it, then I have to 60 FPS. I could update the desired updates per second to get it back. Catch up, I tick. The should catch up needs to calculate everything. Currently, and what the should catch up is then the important code part. Or do I even do this where I should catch up and don't do the base tick? The should catch up needs calculate stuff? I don't know. I could count paints and ticks. I want to count to what counting in syntax over the entire duration is wrong, or one tick it's not good enough. Let's say I need to know to think more. Question is how complex or how precise I want it to be. Is it more complicated? I need a counter for how many paints I had and how many ticks. So I can go catch up knows it can skip one, which means I could save the ticks per paint. Ticks per paint. Not allowed to go over 2. But I need 1.5. Ticks per paint. I make an array with a number. And this is I push and shift maybe. I will see, or unshift and pop. This is our last X paints. I can average, and I have a max ticks per paint. This is a number I have to define. So 60 to 30, one would be enough. Okay, I think I have a base on the data. Let's fill them. I only have tick interval here. Okay, let's fill it. This is desired updates per second is 60. Yes, tick interval is maybe gone. Max ticks per paint is 1, I guess, currently. Minimal is 30. Skipped paints. This is my number array. Is it? No, I tick interval. Ticks per paint. This is my number array. Skipped paints might be... this is the one. Here I need... Still not happy. Tick time is optional. Skipped paints. This is no longer required. I guess. I don't see it. Tick interval I can set. This desired updates per second now. Should I remove it? I remove it from here and see. I think I don't use it really. And now let's see. I hope with these values I can work. I should have quite a lot of errors. 12 only. And I need all in game. Thing on 500. Tick and paint game. Have the tick interval. The tick game time passed. Only use it to advance the time. Now and let's find references because I think I will put in the tick time. Tick interval, tick in. Could we calculate it each tick? Why? Do I want it to be a set value? Let's calculate it each time. It's not too. Tick interval is game speed, game speed settings. Decide updates per seconds is 1 divided 1000 divided. This is my tick interval. Tick interval. This. Something is still probably other needs this value too. 580 here I missed. Should tick time, tick interval is used in here. The whole setup will be the other way around, so maybe this won't survive. As for now, let's put the tick interval in here, number, and should tick time is game speed settings. Turn tick interval, okay. Tick time is tick interval. Should tick time, no, this I messed up. Tick time, I messed up. Okay, I think I did it. Now this expects the tick interval. And he is at least fine for now. Now the game should work like before, but I aim a tiny bit slower, I guess. I don't even reach the value. Hey. 60 FPS. No, it doesn't go over 62 before. Okay. Perfect. Now I need check this FPS value for a second. The time measure? No, do I calculate frames per second? I have my take time measures. I don't know when it goes. It flex. Take time measures. or I search FPS. Here. Data time measures length. Okay, I base it on my time measures. Time measures are ticks, so this is updates per second. Is it? Unsure. We'll find out later what the value tells me. Let's ignore it for now. I go to my ticks. So I have set up for testing, and this is single player. Determine runner timeout. This will change later. But basically my idea was while something I need to tick, and I might make a tick catch up. Like this, and I have the game in here. And I might need the tick interval. I don't recalculate it. And mention catch up. Let's try game number. How do I now know? I have should tick catch up. Should not change values. I should more or less do game speed settings. So it's more like speed settings. Tick time. Change it if this value is undefined. I will set it to how did I mess this up? Copy. Performance now. So I have to remember Chrome and Firefox do it differently. This should return a Boolean. I return false, so he's happy for now. Is plus equals tick interval, and easy check first if is game speed settings should tick time is should I get performance now. Yeah, and I return true. Complaints this can be undefined. Then I put it in as a value. That he's happy. I don't want to So here I would do game speed settings, should tick time. Then he can be happy. I turn true if I'm behind. And this would... Now I can paint more times than I tick. This is something... Well, it's fine if this is possible, but now my German runner timeout is no longer correct. I cannot do this anymore. What should I return? I return 5 and I will see. You are completely out. So first try what happens. I am on 80. 90. Doesn't feel faster. 100. Does feel... This doesn't add up. Let's go here where I normally lose frames. I can zoom out. Feels like I don't lose. I lose frames, definitely. So the frames counter is correct, maybe? It's frames. But I don't lose speed. I like this more. Okay, this is... Trading frames for... Game feeling float. Okay, fair. Like. But this doesn't... It now falls below 30 FPS. Which I do not want. Make myself very tanky and now gather a lot of lag, let's call it. How many do I need until... think they can take quite a lot. So at least I can can give chance. I can here I have 500 enemies. My tick is growing. 500, 700 enemies. 750. Still 20 frames. He's still not slowing down, if I understand it correctly. So he can still... No, I'm ticking too long. This doesn't add up. Shouldn't be able to catch up this way. Something doesn't feel right. My frames counter is correct. But my game should freeze. Should it? No, it. Good. Behavior didn't end up like I wanted to, or like I expected it. Why? I have a while. Should tick catch up. Make 2. Should tick time. Tick time. I saw always in the new time. Performance now. Does performance now not update in a tick? No, it has to. Then the time measures don't work out because... Yes, I do multiple ticks. I'm missing the tick time measures. What is this check? If I frame skip amount in testing, why do I care for time measures here? I don't know if I do another one. Is this the reason? I remember the second parameter is the start, the first is the end. So a tick I start, here I start and end it. And the tick ends here, and I start the paint. But this works because I also do multiple ticks, so in multiplayer it's already not correct. So everyone needs his own tick. Well, it depends how I count ticks. I basically count multiple ticks. Still let me catch up. I think I'm interested in the different. I want a single tick. It would be this one. And it would be the same here, where I care for start and end. And it would be the same here. Don't tick. Paint Then I do for tick also start for multiplayer. And it and hope this works better. More like a value I want to use. Time measures. I have to check why I have. Yes, because I don't always sleep 5 milliseconds. This gives me more frames. Correct. Let's be very tanky. Let's be a sniper again. Let's gather enemies. Paint again my enemy counter, my chunk enemy counter. More enemies I have, the higher the tick should be. 100 enemies. 40. Could one in furthermore? This would make it a lot easier to gather them. 500. 8 tick. If I reach 16, it should currently freeze up till I'm dead. I have a 9 tick. Yes, this is no danger release. 12 tick is 1000 enemies. Still manages. Oh, I lost a bunch. No, I'm 15 tick. 15 tick is shortly before freeze, yes. Okay, this is expected. This is what I expect. And this is not what I want. I want should tick catch up performance now, should tick time 2 false. And now on paint all I do game speed. I should speed settings. I should ticks per paint. I push 0. This is at the end. Which is fine if game speed settings. Max ticks per paint is smaller lengths. Then I shift move the first. This is my new paint, ticks per paint. Now I count ticks per paint here. I only care for it in single player. No, I cannot do paint 0. I start a new one. So I should in the model have one entry already. Yeah, ticks per paint 1 with 0. I plus but this would be the other way around. So I unshift and pop. This means think if I'm I think for a second. I want to have 30 FPS minimum. Desired thing, so I have my first check. Now I have the values for ticks per paint. Now I should check const max ticks per paint would be game speed I have this value. Minimal frames per second before reducing updates per second is 30. So I would have, how does it work? I have my tick interval. This value is, okay, I have a 30, I should expect a 2. If I have a 60, I would expect a 1. If I have 45, I would expect a 1.5 for max ticks per paint. And the calculation would be 16.6 is my tick interval. Is it 60 divided by 60 divided by 60 divided by just 60 divided by? So it's game speed settings. This one. Desired updates per second are 60. This gives me the value for max ticks per paint. I do const current ticks per paint. So do I accept 0.5? I could do it, although there's no need to. Don't need to paint if nothing changed. So the first check is simple. To make it fast, I can check game speed settings, ticks per paint 0. If it is 0, I return true, because this means I did not tick yet in this paint. If I return the first true, I should tick catch up, should call it single player. I increase the ticks per paint by 1, so it should be 1. Now I don't return directly. Now I have to calculate max ticks per paint and current ticks per paint. Current ticks per paint are, is it? I need to loop over the data, I think. Current total ticks, maybe? Total ticks. Starts with 0 for I equals 0, I smaller. Game speed settings. text per paint length I++. I don't could have used the reduce. So this is my total. This is const average ticks per paint is have the total ticks is divided by the length, and this is average if maybe the check is if I should even need to. So I check first, did I tick already? If no, do it. Then I check if it's even time to tick. I'm behind in time. No, the check is different. If I'm performance no is, no, this was correct. Should tick time is behind. So I'm behind in time. Then I calculate. I max ticks per paint. I could save this value to not recalculate all it, yes, but it doesn't matter. I have total ticks. I calculate what I currently have. It can also be optimized, but don't care for now. Then I have an average tick per paint. Now I check if max ticks per paint is smaller which tick per paint, then I can return true. Else I go to return false. If no, I need an else case. If I'm not, I have to I will return false. So don't tick. But how do I change the should tick time? So should I say plus I cannot, not this game speed settings tick time plus equals what, 5? On the time here. Basically, don't tick anymore. Increase. I delay it. I'm behind. I don't know the value, but 5 might be fine. And maybe I now do it like I want to. Let's find out. I need values. So we'll take this away so I have more to paint. Zoom, so now it's slowing down. This feels far too much. Let's try to go in a bit. again this one. So as long as I stay, this looks fine from this case, but it should not display. Okay, now I gather enemies. I'm on 500. I'm on a tick of 5. 700. This will be 800. It's definitely slowing down. I have 16 ticks before it would have freezed up. It's keeping 20 frames per second. The 30 doesn't work because still do 5 millisecond sleeps. Maybe this ends up for 20. I have 30 millisecond ticks. 40 seconds runner. This boundary I want it to not perfect, but he reduces ticks at some point. I die. I lose enough HP to die. One shot and a leg. Thing. 1,700 enemies. Then he what? Highline it. Interesting. With 20 ticks. Okay, the tick is really taking a long time. Killed something, now they should die. Okay, so 2000 enemies is brutal. Should I display UPS? Updates per second. Do I know this value? At least I feel normal gameplay. Guess I'm now losing more updates per second. Until my frames per second drop too low. Maybe the lag before was a virtual machine acting up. Split shot. I think a UPS value would be helpful because this is strange. It moves in a strange way. This made me think I want to verify. It looked like they are pushing each other when they shouldn't be. Okay, this looks fine. I mean, it's a small issue. Yes, they push each other, but the smaller ones should not have pushed each other. To really look out for it to notice. So it's not, my movement speed seems stable, so it's not with UPS. But the fact that I sleep 5 millisecond always might be a problem. Maybe there's some sweet spot where it just falls behind. Currently it feels fair. Zoom out once because he doesn't like zoom at all. Now I'm definitely slowed down. In and I'm back, okay. This might be good enough. I'd use it for a while and see. But maybe I should add updates per second in. And I'm happy. I want a bit more. think it feels fine. Enemies only 100. Well, this was a slowdown, definitely. Okay, I think it feels correct. Let's use it. Does this function do anything? So I only have 5 or 0. So this doesn't matter anymore. This would be, if I'm testing, else I'm doing a 5. Okay, I keep it like this for now. I want 0 PS. Now let's find out where I did display. I still have it here, okay. I count FPS here. I have to figure out how I structure my time measure data again. I have a name, time measures, temp time. This. I'm only interested in paint. I measure how long one entry takes. Name, time measure. It's the time measure of the last entry, I guess. Take time measure. I have start name, end name. If I have end name, I try to find the entry. I have it, I push a time. The temp time is the start time. Time measure is how long it took. And that's it. And I could did I determine frames per second? To FPS. By okay, I remember I now sometimes don't do a tick. There's a FPS, but I don't. Wait. I'm confused. If I go into let's make my window smaller. I make it as easy as possible. So I'm faster now. This is not good. Run the game faster now. I'm running on high frames per second values. 120. Because I don't do a big enough timeout. Okay, I need to fix this. Take time measure. Not what I want. It's determine timeout. So I need. Is it the last one? I still need to check this. If I'm single player, I have game speed settings. Should tick time. I have const time remaining. Remain should tick time minus performance now. – this should exist. I put time remaining in, but do as the minimum tick interval. Don't know if this can happen, but let's try it. Now I am running on 60 FPS even in this limited. Okay, now he's not speeding up. Down again. 60 FPS. Like my speed is keeping fine. Out. This is the first slowdown. The hard one. This is below 30, so it should happen. And I have a weird timeout value now. What is happening here? It's just growing. This timeout value is no longer correct. Okay. Let's find out what I broke. To FPS I have still don't remember how I did determine per seconds references in time measures. I equals 0 is okay. The 0 index is remember the FPS because it's the full round. And what is the question timeout? I missed it. It was probably in game and I removed it. No. I have the question timeout. I did not remove it. You have the question mark timeout. Why is it growing? It looks like I didn't change it. Timeout sleep. This is what I subtract. Is this value something strange? Something negative maybe? Most likely. Okay, let's verify. This game. Where should I find it? It's my tick. No game in it. Anna. Tick and sleep. Tick and paint. This is what I want. Yeah. And when I do this, I am just in the timeout sleep, which is a big negative value. It takes a smaller one, which is correct. I have guessed correctly, I need to... Time remaining is growing. Should tick time. Performance now. They should be close. They should not be growing. Tick time and increase it based on... In my mind, they should keep close together. Beekeeping. So something is not adding up here. Time remaining. Tick interval. Tick interval is... let's find out. Tick interval is 16666, yes. Game speed setting is should tick time. So what I want is... Okay, I also have what happens if I do press play now? Because he probably wants to catch up. No? Something is not adding up in my head. Expect... I sleep. Should catch up single player. The only... go back. I have it up here. Do +5. Something is not adding up. And I don't care for the tick interval here. Don't use it. Let's remove it. So even though the game behaves in a speed I want to, something is off. I go in here, go in here. I failed with performance now. But let's ignore for now. Let's see if I get in here. Let's... tick time up. Now let's print. So now is... the problem is the moment I am in a breakpoint, I have a problem. This const now is performance now. So I can better use a breakpoint here. Did he keep my breakpoint? 18. Tick time. Now is bigger. Now is bigger a lot. Want it run a bit? Because measures are growing. Or they are shrinking. Ah, okay, this might... this is... it's not catching up, correct. This value grows, it cannot catch up, but I am limit to 60 frames per second. I can only... okay, I kinda get it. So tick time is performance now. this be now just? I don't need the exclamation. Might not. And should also do as point max should be not below 0. Should have a better timeout value. That should be able to catch up. See how take time measures behaves. In my timeout, it was negative. It can be negative. This is interesting. Don't even know how it's possible, but let's take it. I have 60 FPS. If I reduce, I am still on 60 frames per second. I increase, I lose. The virtual machine I can no longer keep it up if I paint so much. The speed of the game should stay. Question timeout is always big. In this case. At least it feels decent now. So I am kept at 60 frames per second. I measure ticks. I want updates per second now. How do I get updates per second? I have a value for it I can display. Would like to display it. It's the measures are I have ticks, I have multiple ticks, but I count my average runner. This is FPS, this is correct. Need to count my runner by the average ticks done in this time? Maybe. I have my let's go to game. I have done total ticks and average ticks per paint. It's for a moment. So right here, I have total ticks. I don't have game in here. Only the time measures. Okay. Remove it. But I thought I have frames per tick and I have average ticks per second, so I could just multiply it. Have a fair value. So let's. For now, I could just throw game in here, I guess. Game. I throw it in. I use I have this value to fixed. I want average ticks per paint. This would now UPS moved by 1. Here I do 2. And now I have a value if I can just put the game in. Maybe let's see. Tactile measures I have. No, your value doesn't end up. It's the same. This doesn't reflect what I was thinking. What I expect to happen. Total ticks. I never have a second one. Then the whole thing shouldn't work. Something doesn't add up yet. So if I have 60, this makes sense. I need a smaller value. Let's go in here. Zoom one out. So now I'm definitely somehow off. Now let's do game speed settings. Let's see what is in here. Ticks per paint 0. Max ticks per paint is 1. It resets after every paint. I understand. Don't have past values. But if it's 0, it's even different. In time measure, the end of a tick. I should probably start with 1, so the newest should not be counted. And I initialize the value down here, I guess. So I do 2. Now let's find out if this makes more sense. Bits per second is now 30. This is even stranger. Out. This is now just halved. Okay, what average ticks per paint. If I have this should be 1. Ticks per paint. Total ticks. I know one problem. I reduce the length by 1. So next try. Time measure 60. Now it's just sometimes doing another tick, and because I don't have 10, this should smooth it out. take time measures. Out. Still not. Something is off still. Let's go to game speed settings. F1111111. And in. Is the counter incorrect? I should expect a 2 in there, I guess. Else I would expect a slowdown. If I have 30 FPS, every second should be a 2. Or the FPS value is incorrect. It's based on total. I'm confused. Where's my time? I still have some time. Why is never... I don't change values. I do. I take the 0 and increase it by 1. It gets a 1. It should get a 2. I'm... Should take catch up single. I... Unshift and pop. I think this is correct. Why is it never a 2? How can I force it? Something is confusing me. So I have 60 FPS. Speed feels smooth. Out. It's hard to know. It could be slowed down and I just blamed it on perspective. It is slower. Okay. It doesn't work. How can I... More believable? Let's go to 10. I zoom out. I go to image. I am... So this feels so much better because I don't drop below 30. Only it felt far worse, I think. I go to the cleaner stuff. To know. I think it's slowing down. I'm still confused. If this UPS value is correct, it doesn't. Now let's make myself very tanky. Let's lot of enemies again. Is there a different way to get the tick up? I'm half on speed. .11 tick. I have this open. This slows. It doesn't work. But I'm getting the tick up, not the paint. It's different. The whole catch-up mechanism is if the paint gets too high. Okay, it doesn't work anymore. Probably broke it. The UPS value could be correct, so let's go back to should tick catch up. I probably do this incorrectly. Max ticks per paint is smaller than average. Max ticks per paint is desired divided by minimal. This should be like a 6 or so. My average tick per paint should be like a 1 or so 6 is smaller than, no, this is not true. This is correct. Do I accept equals? I accept equals because 2 ticks per paint. I accept 2. It's 1. Still allowed on. Okay, I think this was a mistake. Let's see what happens. Now UPS is more trying to. I don't want zoom out. I'm on 20 frames, but it now says I'm still on 60 updates per second. I think I feel the frames missing. Go down to normal. This is a normal one. It's jumpy. Maybe that's fine for now. I start new. Let's go to make it smaller. So it has easy to keep it. So now it's just UPS 1 1 1 to 1. Catch up to do. Okay, this now makes almost sense. Let's try it. I did not check the case where I actually lose. Did I? So now go say to want it to be this. Let's do it 40. See what happens on 40. Be able to work with it. I go to 25. Should now sacrifice UPS. Yes, it's no longer going to 60. Here he tries to get to 60. Okay, this is in the part I do not paint. This is what I want. Let's go to 30. So on 30 FPS, low he drops a bit. I think this is now what I want to drop a bit of frames. Going back, he tries to keep. Go to a direction where to keep 60 FPS. I think this is finally make minimal. Yes. Work. Make minimal FPS work. Okay. This was basically what I did today. Interesting that it took so long, but it's working. Now I check damage meter, but I don't have much time today left. So I guess come to an end. I don't know what happens if I click at the side, but ignore. I want test replays. For testing, nothing should be affected. Layer action too late. This is new. So there is a value I use. It's false. They all die now. Did I break something? Okay, I can stop here. Something is with this play action too late. Was expecting. I have now different tick times. All my replays break. It did go from 62 to 60 frames, 60 updates, okay. I guess I need all again. I hope it is the reason, so I should do short replays. new short replays and see if this fixes them. And then I'm happy. Let's do short ones. Settings clear. I make, say, wait a second, I restart, I choose, I shoot. I want a few levels, not too many. I want some obstacles. That's good enough. Test, copy, last replay, short, sniper. Second, short builder, same. 1 or 2 levels. Take more towers. 1 more level, 1 more level. Move speed. And this is good enough. Last replay, short builder. Next one, start tamer. When unleash, make 1 fat, make 1 hyperactive. It's good enough. See, okay, good enough. Last replay, tamer. Why is short tamer shorter? It doesn't matter. I do ball, can something like this. I did not. It's good enough. Last replay, short ball. Let's do the last one, musician. Okay, some notes. And good enough. Last replay. Short musician. Now I load, test replays. New ones are success. The old one failed. So I have to comment them out. The short ones failed. I don't have the retry. These 4 and these are again broken. Let's close to the right. Let's put a comment because of different tick interval all broken previous. Okay, I'm unsure how to spell it. Next test one sniper builder timer ball using because of different technical. So I remember next time these will be fixed over time. Fix short commit. And I think now I can push. The test one more. One test replace. So I cannot see if my logic should not have any effect. did not comment it out. What did I fail? Test. Short king is missing. Okay. Try. Worked. Worked. Set the fact set. I'm wondering if I should analyze. It's no longer. Do I use a 16 somewhere? So I have might be double inaccuracies, which cause it. List one comment out. Okay, I now can push. My tests were successful. I have my game tasks. Know what to do next. I still have to check some lightning storm stuff. With this, guess I end for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.